lovely colouring friends, my name's Amanda and this is my channel, Amanda Colours. Emerald is here today and she would like to say hello, and I would like to say hello, especially to all of the new people who have recently discovered my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am thrilled that you have found my channel. If you like it, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the little bell to get notified when I release new videos. It would mean the world to me. But did you know that German chocolate cake isn't actually German? It doesn't come from Germany. It was actually named for a person named Sam German, who created a type of baking chocolate for bakers in 1852. So there you go. It's not actually German. So today I am here with my completed pages for May 2024. Can you believe it? I know I say it every month, but how is this year going so quickly? We're almost in June, which means we're almost halfway through the year, which is just totally crazy. But anyway, I am going to start with a few diamond paintings that I've done this month, and then I will get into my colouring. So, if I can pick it up, the first one that I have done is this one here. So this is from a kit from Paint Gem, and it is all birthstones. And so the birthstone for May is emerald. So it is an emerald stone here. I'm doing one each month for the birthstone. There we go, nice and shiny. And I've really been enjoying it. So that is that one. Next up is this one. My mum found this at Big W here in Australia for all my Aussies. And it is like a cardboard canvas. So yeah, you can, it's got the hook area for you to hang it up and everything. And yeah, it's just got some diamonds over Pooh and the bee there and his little honey pot. And I just think it's adorable. It didn't take me very long to do at all, but I really enjoyed it, and I will probably be hanging it in my new hobby room in our house once we finally get to move in. So yes, that will be a whole lot of fun. And then I just dropped a bunch of things. The last diamond painting for this month was my very first big one. So I'm gonna have to zoom right out here. Yeah, so I bought this through Temu. And as I said, it's the first big one I've done. So I've only ever really done the small Paint Gem ones before, and then the Winnie the Pooh one. But I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would be into big ones, but I am, and I've actually almost finished another one. So yeah, it's just really pretty, these poppy sort of style flowers, really pretty colours. I'll probably hang it somewhere in the new house, or possibly even frame it and gift it to somebody. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So they are the diamond paintings that I have completed. Next, I might zoom this back in. We have a couple of PDFs that I completed. So this one, if you have watched some previous videos from this month, I actually completed in a video, which I will link up in the iCards. I was going to say iClouds. This is from my colouring book, Lovely Things, which is available also as PDFs. And the link for the printed Amazon version and the PDFs will be in the description below. But I coloured this with Ohuhu pastel alcohol markers while I was answering some questions for a fun colouring tag. So yeah, make sure you check out that video. But that was a lot of fun. And then the last PDF that I coloured during May was this one. And Megan from Disney Makes Colouring actually found this. It is by sugarsweet.com, and they have a bunch of buddy pages, which is such a cool idea. So half the page is dark and black for you to be able to colour, and the other half is sort of greyed out. And then there's another version where it's around the other way, and you organise with a friend to colour half each. So this was the half that I decided that I coloured, and then Megan did her half, and she has sent that to me, and I've combined them in Photoshop, and this is what it looks like when it's combined. So it's such a fun idea, having the one page that you can split up and share together. So thanks so much, Meg, for showing me this and for colouring with me. I coloured this with my Copic markers, and then I don't know if you can see how shiny those metallics are. They are incredible, and I coloured them using a gold and silver chrome pen, which I got from Temu. They didn't last very long. They only did this and a little bit of another page before they ran out, so that's a bit disappointing. But the shimmer and the level of metallic is just amazing, and I love it. So I will probably be buying more of those pens. But yeah, that was super, super fun. So totally go and check out sugarsweet.com, because I'm pretty sure they have some other buddy page packs as well. So now we're getting into our books. So let's start from the smallest and work our way out. So this is Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn, and this is a project book between Disney Meg's colouring and myself. We have been colouring 3 pages together each month to work towards finishing, and this month we coloured this one here. So I coloured her with the song Incy Wincy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini in my head. So that's why I chose those colours, but I have used my Copic markers and then some metallic gel pens and Winsor & Newton iridescent medium here over the water to make it glistening, and the clear Sakura glaze pen on her eyes and lips to make those shiny as well. So that's my page, and this is Megan's page. So hers is super cute too. So all of our pages are mermaids this month for Mermaid, so you can see the tail there. Next is this page, and I actually coloured this using the palette from my AC palette challenge. So it was all pinks and purples, so yeah, I just went ahead with that. And again, I've used Copic markers, various metallic gel pens, and my white Sino Signo gel pen, and the clear glaze on her lips and eyes again. And this is Megan's page. Again, she's done such a lovely job, and it's just lots of fun to see how each of us colour these pages each month. And then the last one for this month was this one, and I love how this turned out. I added, you know, a little bit of extra colour to make her look more mystical on her skin, and added some iridescent medium, I think, on there, and her tail. Yeah, and just Copic markers and all sorts of the same things. But it was a lot of fun. And this is Megan's version of this page. So thanks, Meg. Again, we are getting closer and closer to finishing this, which is lots of fun. Yeah, so that's Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. Then we have another book that I do quite a bit of work in each month, and that is Disney Portraits. And this is the small squares version. I think this was actually the first of the Disney Portraits books that came out by Art Therapy. And I colour in this for a number of different prompts that we have in the Facebook group that Megan and I co-host together. So it's called Colour With Us, and the link for that is always down in the description, and you are more than welcome to come and join us for lots and lots of colouring fun prompts and challenges and colour-alongs and all sorts of things. So feel free to check that out. But every week we have a scavenger hunt, and we have 2 different prompts every week. So we have just a general prompt and we have a Disney prompt. And the idea is that you take that prompt and then you look through your colouring books and find something that relates to that prompt. For example, a prompt might be clouds, and so you look through a book, and if there's a page that features clouds, you can colour that and share it with the rest of the group. And then we also have a Disney one, and it is usually a Disney, well, it's always a Disney character. So I like to choose characters out of this book when they come up. However, the very first one I've done wasn't actually for the prompt. So I did Hero here, and that was just me colouring without a prompt. And I have used my Derwent Inktense pencils, and then hopefully you can see that all the little dots here shining. I used the Sakura Glaze Red pen for that to make it look like lights or, you know, something sort of digital there. Excuse me. Then we have Eric, Prince Eric. He was definitely for one of our Disney prompts. Again, my Derwent Inktense pencils. And then I've used, I think it was my Posca Gold, and then various gel pens for the border there. Metallic gel pens. So that was fun. And then Aladdin was also one of our prompts. And so again, I have used Derwent Inktense and various metallic pens, and that was a lot of fun too. Then I'm pretty sure I did more than that. Yes. Then I also coloured Olaf. And he was a lot of fun. Again, Derwent Inktense pencils and metallic gel pens, because that's just how I like to do this book. But the leaves are so shiny. It's lots of fun. And then the last one for this month was also a prompt in the Facebook group, and that is Timon. And I've used all the same mediums on this one as well. Yeah, so it kind of almost seems to be like the never-ending book, this one, because I do so many each month, but I still have a bunch to do, but I'm getting closer. Then I also coloured in this cute little book, Boule de Pois, which is fur balls or hairballs by Diane Dufour, and produced by Art Therapy. And I have been following along with Lovelia and Colourful Diaries prompt for Boule de Pois, and each month they choose a page for us to colour. And this month was this beautiful page here, and with the little field mice in the, are they poppies? They're definitely, no, they're tulips. Anyway, in the flowers, and they're very cute. I based it with Tombow markers, and then did pencil over the top. I'm not really happy with the blend on the sky, but that was because of the markers beneath. The lines were too harsh, but behind. And then I used my Tooly Art acrylic paint pens to do some outlining as well. But there's no metallic on this one. I just kept it pretty simple. I am very happy with how it turned out though. Then we have Doggy Doodles, and this is one of my hashtags, one of my colour alongs, and the book is by Angela Gonzalez, and the hashtag is AC Doggy Doodles, and a page out of here gets coloured each month, and the page that was voted to colour was what I have called Pablo Pup Casso. So that was a lot of fun. I used my Tombow pen for the background, for the black, and then Ohuhu alcohol markers, and some pastel gel pen, some really old Pentel pens that I've had for a long time that I haven't used very much. So I cracked those out, and yeah, I really liked the combination of the black and white and the rainbow, the pastel rainbow colours. So that was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed that. And then we have Sea of Colours, which is also a colour along that I host. So it's a page every month out of Sea of Colours by Angela Gonzalez. And the page that we all coloured this month for Mermaid was this one. So for this, I used my Tombow gel brush markers, and I watered them down with water to give a watercolour effect for the background. And I actually used a palette from the Colour Cube to choose the colours for the rest of the page, and I used my Copic markers for that, and then coated a number of things in the Winsor & Newton iridescent medium to make them shimmery, which I really like doing, especially for underwater things. It's just fun and makes sense to me that it's shimmery. So that was a really fun page to do, and it's a different sort of colour combination than I probably would have chosen, which I quite like. Then we have a quick and easy book that I have really been enjoying. It is Cute and Groovy by Coco Wyo, and it is one of the bold and easy colouring books which have started to become extremely popular, especially on TikTok. So I am probably going to be ordering some more because I'm just really enjoying really basic, simple colouring in really simple designs. So I've done a few. I did the scrunchie, and all of these are done with my Ohuhu pastel markers. So there's that one, and then we have the cactus in the pot. They're just so quick and easy and so fun. And then we have the beanie, because it's starting to get quite cool here in Australia. So yeah, unfortunately the backing page that I had in there had something that was pink in a water-based medium. So when the paper was wet from the alcohol markers, it lifted it up off the backing page, unfortunately. So I'll have to remember to be careful about that. I've never had that happen before. Next we have Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, and this is a project book that Disney Meg's Colouring and I started together, but there's a bunch of people over on Instagram who are also colouring it with us each month now. And yeah, each month we do a double page spread. However, the next double page spread we're actually doing over 2 months because it's very detailed. But in May we did this. So this was the other page that I did with the chrome markers from Temu. And as you can see, I was able to get some done and then the pen ran out. So I had to use a different gold, which is a bit disappointing, but that's okay. So this is Picker, I think his name is. I can't remember now. Yes, Picker, or Piker maybe. And he is a magpie and he likes to collect shiny things. And being Australian, I've seen lots and lots of magpies. However, I did start to shade him incorrectly and put the shading for black in spots that were supposed to be white, but it kind of turned out well because it gives a nice shadow on some of the white areas that wouldn't have been there. So I've used a whole variety of different pens and pencils on these, too many to kind of list. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that page has turned out. And again, I've followed a rainbow order. I've done that for a number of different things within the book, and I'm really trying to keep things consistent. But this is the double page spread that was supposed to be for the next month. So one will be June and one will be July, probably, or I'll just start and see how far I get in 1 month and complete the rest the following month. So that's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford. Next is another colour along that I host, and that is the AC Annie Day. So that actually started for the first time in May. So yes, that's correct. So I had to have a think for a minute then. So yeah, I am just choosing pages out of this that I would really like to colour, and whoever wants to join me is welcome. And this is the page that I chose. So Annie is being very industrious and doing her laundry, and she's hanging it outside to dry which is very eco-conscious of her, and very proud of her. So Annie is actually an aardvark, in case you were wondering. She's not a rabbit or a fox, or she's an aardvark. But I really wanted to make this sheet translucent, because the way that Morgan O'Brien actually drew it is you can probably see the lines for the hedges behind are actually they're thinner than outside to make it look translucent. So at first I coloured it with so it's Copic and Ohuhu alcohol markers, but then I tried colouring it in with a white pencil, and it wasn't as translucent as I wanted it. Well, it was not as opaque as I wanted it, actually. So in order to make it more white, I actually watered down some white acrylic paint and then painted that over the top. I've used my white gel pen and then a metallic gel pen just for the outline around the edge. And I think I will do that throughout the book. So that's a lot of fun. And that is Any Day by Morgan O'Brien. I also coloured a couple of pages in Morgan O'Brien's Matchstick Mouse, but I actually think I did this during April and forgot to show you guys, because it is actually autumn here in Australia. So it's Matchstick Mouse, an autumn colouring book by Morgan O'Brien, and I've coloured a couple of pages. I did this one with Copic markers and white gel pen, clear glaze, and then I put some Stickles glitter on the rain. And it has been an extremely rainy autumn here on the coast where I have recently moved. At first I thought maybe it was just more rainy on the coast in general, but on the news and everything they're saying it has been especially rainy, which is kind of nice when the weather cools down. It gets all cozy, and yeah. And then I also did this one with the gorgeous little owlet and Matchstick Mouse, again Copic markers and metallic gel pens for the stars. So yeah, a little bit of fun in those two. Then I was working on colouring in untouched books this month as well. So I'm really trying. We should be moving into our new house, well, our newly renovated house in a couple of weeks. And my original goal was to not have any of the books that I have with me remain untouched by the time we move. I'm not sure I'm going to get there, but I only have a handful left, so I think that's pretty good. But this is Cosmetica by Carla Magana. And the page that I coloured was this one. And again, it is my Ohuhu pastel markers. And I used a copper Cyano gel pen for some metallic bits. And I really like the colours together. It turned out really good. So I'm quite happy with that. And then, of course, white gel pen. And yeah, that's it. So nice and shiny. And these books are so fun to just do, like wild makeup and all sorts of different coloured hair and stuff like that. So lots of fun. Another book that I finally broke into, and let's just zoom out a little bit, is, let's move these out of the way, is Summer Nights by Hannah Karlzon. And I have really been enjoying Hannah Karlzon illustrations lately. I kind of didn't think that I would really like her illustrations, and I was able to get a couple of books quite cheap on, not Amazon, on Facebook Marketplace. And so I grabbed them. They were brand new, in great quality, in great condition, I mean, and yeah, I've discovered ways to colour them that I really enjoy. So this one is actually a double page spread. So I got 2 pages done. I started with this one and then wanted this page to match, and it is kind of a new technique that I'm liking. So last month, it's actually earlier this month, but I haven't shown you yet. there has been, excuse me, my voice keeps catching. There has been a bit of a new trend or technique going around through colorists, and it has been called galaxy with white lines. And basically the idea is you do a galaxy background and then trace over all the lines with a white marker or a white pen. I've done my own spin on it, and basically for this I have just done watercolor backgrounds with some watercolor paints, and then I have used some fine acrylic markers and just gone over all the lines in similar color tones. So it kind of is a bit monotone, but yeah, it turned out really well. I did originally do the crown and her hair and other parts of this one in gold and silver. You can probably see it in behind the acrylic marker there, but I didn't like how it looked, so I went over it again, and I'm much more happy with it. And then on this side, I used the Morandi pens that I showed you in my haul video, which I will try and remember to link to up in the iCards, for parts of this, because they're really fine and quite opaque, which is great. And then, yeah, the acrylic markers for the rest. And I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. So I will definitely be using that technique again. Then we have Magical Dawn. And this book is really dirty. I'm going to have to fix that. But the page, where is it? The page that I coloured was this one for Mermaid. Now, she isn't technically a mermaid, but I decided that she can pass because, I mean, she's a woman, half water, you know. So this one I used Neocolor 2 crayons in the background, and then my Prismacolor pencils and various metallic gel pens. So hopefully that's shining for you there. And the main fish is all shiny, and these fish are just pencil. But yeah, I think she turned out really great. So that book has a page coloured in it now too. Next up is Field Mouse Yuri's sketchbook. And I have been trying to do a page, at least a page in here every month. I actually didn't get to it last month, but I did this month, and I did this page. So I have been colouring in the autumn section, so I had already done that one, and did this side. I've sort of been trying to go for a sketchy look. However, because I had not done that on this side, I wanted to kind of bridge the gap. So parts of it are a bit sketchy, parts of it are more filled in. But I have used my Artex pencils in this, and that's it. No gel pen or anything else, just pencil. And I really quite like it. He's very cute, or she's very cute. I'm guessing it's a he, seeing he only has pants on. Yeah, so very, very cute. And I need to keep working in there. So some more books that I have finally broken into and coloured a page. This one is Underwater Worlds by Renata Krawczyk. Excuse me, sniffling. And this was gifted to me by my beautiful friend Megan for my birthday in December. And I finally coloured in it. So the page that I was originally referring to for the galaxy idea is this one. So again, I was doing my own version of it because it's not actually galaxy in the background. I just kind of did a watercolor gradient using my Neocolor 2 crayons, and then I went over the rest of it with various thickness white markers, and then I wanted some more opacity in some areas. So again, I watered down some white acrylic paint and did the hair and the her tail and parts of the turtle and the windows and the fish, because I kind of wanted to create some sort of dimension. And then I also splashed some metallic watercolor paints over the top of everything at the end to give it some shimmer as well. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. It's such a great way to do a page if you don't, because again, I've been having so much trouble with my hands that coloring all of that in pencil was just going to cause so much pain. Like, as you can see, they're fairly detailed pages. So it's a really, really, really fun way to do it. And yeah, I'm definitely going to keep doing that in different, try and think of different ways to keep doing it in a variety of books. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that. And then another book that was gifted to me for my birthday by Megan was Pop Manga Dragons and Other Magically Mythical Creatures by Camilla Derrico, and she's actually bringing out another book. I think it comes out in December, so that's exciting. And the page I did was this one, and it is a mermaid for Mermaid, and I did it for Sam Way's Colorings Pink Mermaid Mania, I think was the hashtag. So she's all in shades of pink. Used my Artex pencils, I think, and some Sakura Stardust in various places on the mermaid to make her shiny, and then some what's it called, acrylic marker to white out and yellow out parts of the clouds. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I posted it on Instagram and had some really lovely feedback about the way I did the water and that sort of thing. So that was really nice. Then we have another book that is Winnie the Bear. Now, I did show this in my recent haul video. So if you want to see some other things that I got recently, make sure you check that out. I'll try and remember to link up in the cards. And I say try and remember because the brain fog that you get with, see, I can't even remember, fibromyalgia is just insane. Actually, I read recently that to experience the level of fatigue and brain fog that someone with a chronic illness has, you would have to stay awake. The average person would have to stay awake for 3 to 4 days straight and then try to concentrate and, just go about their daily life. So when someone with chronic illness says that they're tired, it's not just, oh yeah, I'm tired too. Like, it's actual full-on exhaustion, fatigue. Your body doesn't function properly. And that's what I'm living with every day. So anyway, if you have friends who have chronic illness, just keep that in mind. And it's not a competition as to who is more tired. Chances are they would win hands down if it was. But yeah, just be mindful and be kind. That's all. So Winnie the Bear is a colouring book by Colouring Book Cafe, and it is a project book that the lovely Be Cozy Colouring and I are doing together. We both really love Winnie the Pooh, and this book is based on him. So the page that we did was this one, and B actually chose the page for this month, and because it is a nighttime scene, I just made all the colours a bit more muted and a bit more toned down, a bit more sort of earthy and dirty, I guess, in tone, because it doesn't have the bright light of the sun. So yeah, I use my Copic markers and white gel pen, and I'm pretty happy with it. But look at this. This is Bees. How incredible is it? Man, the way she colours is just amazing. And this technique that she's started doing recently reminds me a bit of Van Gogh, I guess, in his style of painting. But she just, I'm just blown away by her colouring all the time. So it's going to be a privilege to colour this book with you, B. But mine is going to just be so humbled in comparison to yours, but that's totally fine. We both have our own styles, and that is a good thing. So yeah, that's that one. Another page I coloured just for fun was out of Whimsical Gnomes by Teresa Goodrich, and this is a compilation book of a whole bunch of her gnome pages out of various books. And the page that I did was this one. And again, because it's been so rainy, it just kind of felt right to do a rainy page with some gorgeous gnomes. I did colour this for a gnome hashtag that I can't quite remember. I will put it down in the description. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't remember. Anyway, this was with my Ohuhu pastel markers and the Mirandy blue pen for the border and for the shadow on the water drops, and then just my white gel pen for other bits as well. And I love how bright and happy it is, even though it's a rainy day. So that was so much fun. Really, really cute book. Then another book I wanted to... Oops, my books just fell down. Another book that I wanted to get coloured in for the first time is Whimsicals from the Archives by Hannah Lynn. Now, originally when I bought this book, I actually thought it was one of her pocket-sized books, but it doesn't exist. This book doesn't exist in that size. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. I coloured this page, and she's a mermaid, and she's in a palette that I have absolutely fallen in love with, but I would never normally do. So again, I used my copper Cyano gel pen for different metallic bits, and it's just such a pretty colour. And I didn't want to colour in the tattoo with colour because a lot of tattoos, particularly like sailor themed tattoos, are just like line art. So I kept it like that. I added some like highlights of colour on her green skin. And yeah, I'm just really, really happy with it. Lots of fun. Then we have a full group colour along that is part of my Facebook group that I co-host with Disney Meg's Colouring. And this is the book that we are colouring in until it is complete, and we do a page every month, and it is Magic Jars by Colouring Book Cafe. And the page that we did in May was, of course, the mermaid page. So I used my Ohuhu pastel markers and my white gel pen for this, and that's it. That's all I needed. But I don't know what it is about these little like coral houses. They make me think of carrots. So I had to deliberately not colour them orange because they just look like cored out carrots to me. But there you go. And this book has a very strong chemical smell to it. I don't know what it is, but anyway. Then we have Frogs and Friends, and this is volume 2, and it is another colour along that Meg and I co-host, and it's Chris Rainiak's Frogs and Friends volume 2, because we have completed volume 1, but you can also purchase all the pages. So start again. So this particular book of volume 2 is only available as PDFs on Chris's website, bindlewood.com. But you can buy all of volume 1 and all of volume 2 together in one book that's just called Frogs and Friends. It does have a different cover on Amazon. So you can buy a printed version with volume 1 and 2 all together. The page that we coloured for the hashtag this month was this page with the super cute little robot sailor in a boat with a froggy. And I really like it. I wanted to do something bright and happy, and I used some dot markers and I'm pretty sure these were my Ohuhu pastel markers. I used them a lot this month. So there you go. Only a few more. Yes, I've been doing lots and lots of stuff lately. Lots of colouring. Lots of diamond painting. So I broke out my the Grand Classiques, the best of, by Art Therapy. I haven't coloured in this for months and months and months, but I coloured a page in here for a prompt that, actually I did 2 pages, for a prompt out of the Facebook group, and that was for Flounder. So I did this one here, and this is with a combination of my Artex and Life of Colour acrylic paint markers. And then I also challenged myself. So I had already coloured this page and I coloured it with alcohol markers, which if you use alcohol markers, you know that it bleeds through to the other side of the page. But what I wanted to see was if I used acrylic markers, if it would cover up the bleed through. So it has mostly, you can still see it in under the lighter colours, which aren't as opaque. You can see some colour coming through, but yeah, it turned out pretty well. So again, it's, well, all the black I actually used my Tombow marker, but for the rest, it is either a Artex or a Life of Colour acrylic marker. So yeah, it was really fun to get a couple more pages done in there, and I should really do more because I do really enjoy doing them. Then we have Adorable Girls, and I love this book. If you've been around for a while, you know I love this book. So I usually use it for Noma Colorings hashtag where it's like a specific hair color or lipstick color or eye color or clothes color or something like that. And this month her prompt was blue and yellow ombre hair with yellow clothing. So that's what I did. And I thought it worked well for this mermaid type lady. I did cover her skin in the in iridescent medium. No, I think that might actually be Dragonfly Glaze, and then the fish are iridescent medium. But it is my Copic markers for that one. And yeah, I just really, really enjoy that book. Oh, I also use some stickles on the shells and on the bubbles. Another hashtag that I have been participating in is the Complete Mini Mania by Bumblebee Colouring. I think that's the account. And they choose a page out of this book each month and we colour it. But I have also done, so this was the page that was chosen with the just adorable carrots. Like, look, he's so grumpy and this one's so happy. Anyway, they're super cute. I love how my rainbow fence turned out, and then I've done like rainbow flags and lanterns. And some metallic gel pen and white gel pen, and yeah, lots of fun bits and pieces there. But I also decided to do some of the introduction and information pages. So we've got this cute little guy down here, and I coloured him. And then of course it bleeds through because I'm using alcohol markers, but I could still do the froggies in some kind of water-based or pencil or something. And then I've done the This Book Belongs To page. This is all with my Copic markers and white gel pen. And then I also did this page. So yeah, fun to get those done. They're just easy colouring. Actually looks like I've done, oh no. Yeah, just some really easy colouring while I'm watching TV of an evening. I really like this book too. Then we have a book that I did a flip through of over on the channel. Over on the channel, you're on the channel in another video, and I will try and remember to link to that. And it is Sparkle and Friends, and it's a positive affirmation colouring book for girls, and it's full of adorable girls who are from all different cultures and backgrounds, and some positive messages along the way. And I decided to do the same hashtag from Noma Colouring for Nevaeh here. So Nevaeh is powerful, and so are you. So she has the blue and yellow ombre hair and the yellow clothing. And yeah, I used my Ohuhu markers for this, and some little bits of metallic and white gel pen and stuff as well. Very cute. Then the last one is Mythical Miniatures, and this was coloured for my Mythical Minis video, which again I will try and link to in the iCards. And this month, oh, this is 50 Mythical Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cova, and I did the mermaid page, where I was also telling you all about mermaids and the lore and the history and all of that sort of thing. So that was a lot of fun. And I used my Ohuhu pastel markers for this as well. I used some iridescent medium for her tail, some metallic gel pens for various spots as well. So I think she's super cute. And that's it, my friends. They are all the pages I coloured this month. As always, if you have made it this far, please let me know which page was your favourite. I'm just always interested to hear that. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. I always list all the books that I colour in and links so that you can find them, easily. And yeah, that is it from me today. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.